G'day, it's fugitive Australian journalist Shane Dowling from the website kangaroocourtofaustralia.com. Now, just a quick video. I wanted to address some of the lies being told in the media in relation to the Bruce Lehrmann, Brittany Higgins rape allegations and the ACT inquiry, who've decided to leak their report. The two key issues I want to address is, number one, there is corruption there. There was a conspiracy, and Walter Sofronoff, whether he likes it or not, he's confirmed it. And number two issue is the fact that Walter Sofronoff, the former Queensland judge who was the chairperson of the inquiries, leaked the report. And who's he leaked it to? News Corp, because he knew they were going to put the hit job on ACT Director of Public Prosecutions, Shane Drumgold. But firstly, Walter Sofronoff was apparently found that the police were right to charge Bruce Lehrmann. So the Director of Public Prosecution, Shane Drumgold, was right to follow through with that charge. But Walter Sofronoff has also apparently found that there was no evidence of any collusion, any corruption, any cover-up. But if the police and the Director of Public Prosecutions were correct in charging Bruce Lehrmann, the question you could ask is, why did the ACT police team, the investigative team, none of them wanted to charge Bruce Lehrmann? And also ACT Deputy Chief Police Officer Michael Chu, he didn't want to charge Bruce Lehrmann either. So if it was correct to charge Bruce Lehrmann, but the investigative team didn't want to, why did the ACT police have the most incompetent police team in Australia investigating the matter? Well, of course they didn't. Someone had lent on that police team not to charge Bruce Lehrmann. It's the only conclusion you could come to. Otherwise, the Commissioner should resign. Reece Kershaw should resign. Mr. Kershaw, why did you have Australia's most incompetent investigative team investigating the alleged rape of Brittany Higgins? So when Walter Sofronoff, apparently, and I haven't read the report, I can't confirm it. We'll have to wait till next week. Apparently it's going to be released next week to the public and all the media, not just select media, e.g. News Corp, will be able to determine exactly what was said. Now let's look at the leaking of that report. Walter Sofronoff had no legal basis to leak that report. And when he leaked it to News Corp, he knew they were going to be putting the hit on Shane Drumgold because they've been doing that for weeks, months. And during the course of the hearing, the ACT inquiry, Walter Sofronoff had to reprimand the Australian for stalking Shane Drumgold. They were taking photos outside of his house. So Walter Sofronoff knew the News Corp were going to whack Shane Drumgold, and he leaked it to him deliberately. But I watched the inquiry very closely, and Walter Sofronoff has got some big questions to answer. There needs to be an inquiry into him and his conduct. But by leaking the report, he's undermining his own credibility, and anything he says in the report is bullshit. Or it should be considered to be bullshit. It needs to be checked by about 10 different people before you can validate anything he said in that report, and he knows it. But he doesn't care. He's leaked it to put the hit on Shane Drumgold, because one thing you don't do if you're working in the public service is become a whistleblower, because if you become a whistleblower, you're public enemy number one, and Walter Sofronoff knew he was there to whack Shane Drumgold because Shane Drumgold blew the whistle on corruption. Now, Shane Drumgold did backtrack from some of those allegations, or most of those allegations, once he gave evidence, but I'm sure he was feeling the pressure, and that's why he backtracked. But the bottom line is, Walter Sofronoff, who heard all the evidence, found that Bruce Lehrmann should have been charged with rape. And so the first question you need to be asked is, why was the investigating team so incompetent? Why didn't they want to charge him when there was clearly evidence to support a charge? So for Walter Sofronoff to apparently, and I say apparently because I haven't read the report, to say there was no evidence to support any allegations of a cover-up, well, that's bullshit, because he found that the police should have charged him, and you got the investigative team saying they didn't want to charge him. But I'll have a lot more to say on that in the next few days. I'll write an article on my website, Kangaroo Court of Australia. And Kangaroo Court of Australia is independent media. I'm 100% crowd-funded by viewers like yourself. And I currently have 292 patrons donating $1,809 a month. And I really need to double that to become financially viable. So we're almost at 300. We've been growing pretty quickly over the last few weeks. And you can donate any amount, $3, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30, $40, $50 a month, whatever suits your budget. So please support that. I'll put the link below the video on YouTube for the Patreon account, or you can go to my website, the link's there. And please share this video on Facebook and Twitter, etc. And like I said, I'll be publishing another article on this issue in the next few days, so make sure you read that. Thank you for your time and have a good day.